Hello YouTube and welcome to a new Techsloth video. Today HTC has announced their new flagship device, the U12 Plus, and there won't be a U12, there will only be the U12 Plus. HTC explains this to us on an NDA event on the previous week, that they don't want the people be waiting, that they're now showing them a U12 and then people are thinking in a couple of weeks or months there will be a U12 Plus, which will be a Plus device, which will be a better device. So this year there will only be a U12 Plus. There will be three colors: black, a translucent blue, which you can see through on the black side, the back side is glass, and a nice color called flame red. And this flame red, this was definitely the nicest color in my opinion, and it's looking way nicer if you see it with your own eyes than on the press sample pictures you see overall. Then I show you the hardware specs. First of all, we got a 6-inch Quad HD Plus screen, 18:9 aspect ratio, and it's Super LCD technology, so IPS, no OLED. Under the hood there's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, we got 6 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage with, yes, a micro SD slot. There will be a version with 128 GB of storage and 8 GB of RAM, but this will only be available in Asia. On the back side we get dual cameras. We got a normal 12 megapixel camera with HTC's ultra pixel technology, and yes, it will have OIS, optical image stabilization, and a second 60 megapixel camera for the telephoto, for the zoom. The main camera got an aperture of 1.75, and now HTC is a little bit bragging because they got the new DxO marks. And it gets in picture quality or photos, it gets 103 points. And they're saying this is the best dual camera. And if you're thinking now, hey, what about the Huawei P20 Pro? This is a triple camera, so you have to be a little bit careful there. On the front, we get a dual 8 megapixel camera. What else do we get? We get IP68 certification. We got USB 3.1. There won't be an audio 3.5 millimeter port. No, again, you have to use adapters. And HTC is giving you their Usonic headphones, which will also measure your ear and have active noise cancelling. So this is okay. And especially if you consider the price, 800 euros will be the price here in Europe. And this is first impression, I would say it's okay, because I expected a much higher price. I would have guessed HTC is easily going for 850 or even 900 euros. So 800 is okay. And if you consider the headphones, yes. But of course you have to consider that previous other smartphone manufacturers have previously announced their smartphones, which are now on the market for a couple of weeks and months, and which are now even cheaper than 800 euros to get. As I told you about, stereo speakers. Again, we get a boom sound, which should be now double as loud. And we get the new Edge Sense 2. Of course, you can use Edge Sense, the sensors of the device, to operate your HTC smartphone with special gadgets. You can take screenshots, you can launch the camera, you can double tap to enter a shortcut menu, which even knows if you're using the device with your left hand or your right hand. This is nice, and maybe in future there will be more functions for the EdgeSense things. Oh, and one thing, maybe you remember my U11 lost the on-off button. I still haven't replaced it. This won't be possible on the new U12 Plus, because you don't really get buttons that you can physically push. The buttons and the volume bar on the new U12 Plus are only metal bars that you won't be able to push. You get an haptic feedback, so the device will vibrate and will simulate that you're actually pressing the button, but in real life you are not moving the button at all. Oh, and the battery. And this is a little bit of a thing where I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical about two things. Display brightness. I checked it out in the bright sunlight, and it was, I wouldn't say it's as worse as on the U11 Plus, but still I would guess there are a lot of other devices that are brighter in bright sunlight. If you're indoors, if you're in the shadows, no problem, but the first impression was that the display is not as bright as other devices. And the second thing is the 3500 mAh battery. I guess, or I think 3500 for an IPS display with 6 inch diameter. This could get a little bit short here and there, but these are things we will figure out if we get the devices to test. So this is it. Oh, this is not it at all, because I was at the NDA press event. I got this HTC bag, and in this HTC bag there were a couple of things. One key holder, one HTC sunglasses. I just put somewhere. Don't see them anymore. No, no, don't move camera. No, I can't. Oh yeah, there's the HTC sunglasses, and we got an HTC beach towel. So that's it, so that you know this as well. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next week. And for my part, I'm really happy that HTC is still making smartphones, even after the acquisition of the Pixel team from Google. And I'm just glad that they do it. Maybe the price is a little bit high, but this is the starting price. Let's see, maybe they had, if I just imagine if they started the price with $699. Whoa, this was really, really something to say. HTC is back, we are building great devices. But on the other side, I'm also glad that they are not said, hey, give us 900 euros for the device. So this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.